The H-2B visa program imports 66,000 foreign workers into low-skilled seasonal jobs that are not in farming. There's a separate visa for farm workers. DHS recently canceled a planned increase in the number of these foreign workers. But even without that increase, the base level of 66,000 foreign workers is going to happen this year. And they're not just in the whole economy, they're concentrated in particular jobs. About half of them are in landscaping, and the other large groups are forestry workers, meat cutters, amusement park workers, and maids and housekeepers. Lobbyists say that these visas are necessary because these are jobs Americans won't do. But Census Bureau surveys show that that's false. 2/3 of people doing landscaping and meat cutting are native-born Americans. 3/4 of forestry workers are native-born American, and 90% of amusement park workers. Even among maids and housekeepers, half are native-born Americans. You can't say something is a job Americans won't do if half the people doing it are Americans. The next claim lobbyists make is that there's a labor shortage. They concede that Americans do these jobs, but there's not enough of them. In a real labor shortage, wages go up because employers have to hustle to attract people to do those jobs. For instance, there was a real labor shortage when fracking increased the demand for petroleum engineers in North Dakota and Texas. And so what happened was their earnings went way up. That hasn't happened with people in H-2B occupations. Americans in those jobs have either seen their wages stay flat or actually decline. Native-born Americans in landscaping make less money now than they did in the late 2000s. Unbelievably, lobbyists are demanding even more H-2B visas now, despite the fact we've had 17 million unemployment claims in just 3 weeks, and we may be seeing Great Depression levels of unemployment. The only reason DHS canceled that planned increase in H-2B visas because Tucker Carlson on Fox News drew attention to it. But despite that, the State Department is actually speeding up the admission of those who are able to come by skipping the interview that's required at our consulates abroad. The President has authority in the law to exclude from the United States any alien or any class of aliens whose admission would be, quote, detrimental to the interests of the United States, unquote. It's hard to imagine an immigration program more detrimental to the interests of the United States than admitting foreign workers during the current economic crisis.